Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2020. For today's video, we are going to be going through some of my 2019 beauty favorites as well as a couple other random favorites at the end. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We have a lot to cover. So I figured it would be easiest if I just start with how I apply the items to my face as far as makeup wise, and then I will do other beauty related products after my skincare, and then I have a couple just random home items, so I'll throw those in at the very end. So let's jump in. For primer, if you guys have watched any of my tutorials before, you'll know that this was my winning combination this year. This is the Nars Radiance primer, and I would mix that with the Mercier foundation primer, the hydrating version. This combination gave me hydration as well as a little bit of a glow, which I love to apply my foundation on top of. It was just a winning combination for me all year long, and I will definitely be restocking on these when I run out. Another thing that's really nice about them is the Nars primer actually has SPF 35 in it, so you get that added protection, so that's super nice. Moving on to foundation, I just recently discovered this combination, but it might be my perfect combo. So you guys have heard me talk about the Jouer Essential Coverage Cream Foundation. This is the fullest coverage foundation that I have ever used. I've tried so many. It's so good. It's so thin. It's super liquidy when you first pump it out and you're like, no way. But when you put it on, coverage. So I have been mixing that with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. This one also has an SPF of 20 in it, in addition to the primer. So I have been mixing these two together. This one is labeled as a neutral. This is the color Porcelain, but it pulls very yellow on me. This one is Shell. So this one has pink undertones in it, and the combination of the two, I'm still kind of working on the perfect formula amounts of each, but the two of them together give me great coverage and things are working out really well with them. As far as concealers, there weren't any that really stood out to me as being the best concealer ever, but I did find two this year that I really liked. So that is the Nars, what are you called? I think it's Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's just the regular Nars concealer in the square tube. So I got this guy. It just is thin. It applies very easily, and it does have that radiance in it. When you swipe it onto your skin, you'll see that radiance immediately. The other one that I've been really liking is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This I have really been loving as an eyeshadow base or to cut the crease. It just is super creamy, it has good coverage, and it stays put, and that's what you really want, especially for your eyes. Now, the reason I think that I'm not over the moon for these two is because I don't think I've found my perfect shade yet. So I've been kind of mixing and matching with these two to kind of get what I'm looking for. So I will definitely be trying some different shades when I run out of these two, because I did really like how they were nice, thin formulas with good coverage. This is another oldie but a goodie. This is my Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. This is a cream bronzer and I love it. The shade is just perfect and it blends out so beautifully, and it's a stick. So you get the nice precise application with it, and it's clean. It's not a big mess. It's not a liquid, so it's nice and easy to blend out. It's just beautiful. So one product that I did discover this year that I am obsessed with, and this is something that I think everybody should have in their collection, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. The label is all worn off because I've used this thing like crazy. So this is just a liquid formula that comes out on a concealer applicator, a big one though. And you can just put this anywhere on your face. You can mix it in with your foundation. You can just do a thin layer, you know, do a couple dots and blend it out and call it good to go for the day. You can use it as a highlight and put it on the high points of your face. But this just gives you a beautiful, youthful glow that is just, it's ridiculous. It makes it look like it's your skin, but better. Isn't that like It Cosmetics or something? But that's what this is. It's literally your skin, but better. And it does have a couple of shades. I ended up getting it in shade 2, so that way I could use it when I'm tan or when I'm fair. And it works across the board. As you can see, that's not too dark of a shade for me right now, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand so you guys can see this plain. So you put it on and it actually looks like a concealer, but you blend it out and it's just like, it just gives you this, please pick it up, this like healthy glow. If you guys watch any of my tutorials for the last few months, I probably am using this in it, and it's just, you can really see it in action on the face. Obviously my hand is very blah, so it's not wanting to work today. But recommend that for everyone, young, old, in between, everyone will love it. Okay, so next for setting powder, I don't know how this came to me. I don't think I purchased it, so it must have come in like some sort of like FabFitFun or something. But this is the Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Powder, and this is just a loose setting powder. I have been using it all year though, like it is almost gone, and the only other powder that I have used up completely, translucent setting powder, is Laura Mercier. And I would say that this compares to it because it's different, but it's just as good as it, I will say that. This is more of a setting powder that you want to put on and then wipe away almost immediately. Otherwise it will give you a really white cast, because it is very white toned in color. But if you put this on to set under your eyes, your T-zone, and then you go in and set the rest of your face with a different powder, which I'll talk about in a second, and wipe the remaining powder away, it is just going to give you this brightening effect without being too much. But then it also just sets everything down so nicely and it lasts all day. Sometimes on my no makeup days, I'll just take a big fluffy brush and dip into this and just swipe it all over my face, and I'll know that any CC cream, BB cream, actual foundation, I'll know that it's set down and it's going to last the whole day. It is just a really good one. However, I would recommend this to people who are on the lighter side of skin tones, because it can leave that white cast if you leave it on too long, which makes me think that somebody with dark or deeper skin tones might get a white cast just in comparison to their skin tone. But anybody, even like some people in the light to medium, could get away with using this as well, because I've used this when I've been like outdoors tanned mixed with sunless tanning. So I've been like deep for me, you know, and it still works very well. So definitely recommend that one. The other powder that I discovered this year that, well, I didn't discover it this year. It's been around for a really long time. It's expensive, and that's why I hadn't purchased it, but I finally decided to splurge on it, and it has been the best investment, almost like my favorite makeup discovery this year. It's so good. And that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, I struggle with this name all the time, Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And this is what it looks like. This is in shade 1 because I'm nice and fair right now. But I also have shade 2 for when I'm tan in the summer, or if I use my Loving Tan Sunless bronzer. But both shades work for me, but one is definitely my winter shade. This is just such a finely milled powder. It's like you touch it and it's just like silky butter. Like, I can't even describe this feeling to you, but it is so smooth. It just like literally airbrushes your skin to have a flawless finish. That's what it does. It's so good, so good. The downside of Charlotte Tilbury is they have very limited shade ranges. So if you're deep, this probably won't work for you. I'm so sorry, but anybody who's light to mid-tone range can definitely use this powder. And the nice thing, I think they only have 4 shades of this, but the nice thing is like I can use 1 or 2 and they work for me during all my shades of skin color throughout the year. So definitely recommend that one. It is expensive. If you can get it during like a Sephora or Nordstrom sale, I definitely recommend that. Or even from the Charlotte Tilbury website, they run sales as well. So maybe like subscribe to those places so that you can watch for a sale if you're trying to save a little bit of money on it. So moving on to bronzer. I have had this for over a year, but really this year I hit it hard. And that is the Becca Sunlit bronzer in Capri Coast. And like you're not even going to be able to see the color because it's so much pan. This bronzer though, they have other shades. So if this is not your shade, that's fine. This bronzer has the most subtle shimmer in it, but it's just beautiful. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. You guys have seen me apply it. I use this every single day that I wear makeup. Even if it's like a no makeup day, I use this. So this is so good. And just in general, Becca products are so good. So if you have been debating getting bronzer, blush, highlight, foundation, other glow products from them, they are so good. It's worth the splurge. And the thing with Becca is their stuff is very pigmented, that it lasts you, like one product will last you all year. I've used that almost every single day and I'm just at the end of it, and I've used it like all year. It's so good. So definitely recommend that. Next, I discovered this product this year and I'm so glad that I did, and that is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush. And I got this in the shade Flush and Fantasy, and I can tell you that this will be repurchased in other colors once I have some money to do that. But this is just a beautiful blush compact, and it has the color sort of like a gradient lines through the palette, and then the other side is just a shimmer shade. So you can go look at the other colors, but this one is just a nice nudie pink with a beautiful shimmer to it. And you can really pick how shimmery you want it, how matte you want it. It's really nice that you can kind of customize it to yourself and get exactly what you want. And you can even use the shimmer as a highlight if you wanted. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 product in my eyes. Next, this guy's shattered, so I'm not going to open it. But for highlight, Becca Champagne Pop continued to be a favorite of mine. It is just such a beautiful highlight. I'll give you guys a little swatch of it right here. This is just a beautiful champagne-y golden highlight. See it down there? I'm just like so fair that like nothing is showing up. Just take my word for it. You can see Becca has been killing it in the highlight game for several years. They are still one of my favorites, so I definitely recommend Becca Champagne Pop. It's super universal, so it really can work on anyone. So that's a great gift if you need to give anybody a gift. I know we're past Christmas, but they're still birthdays. One thing that I do want to give kind of an honorable mention to is this Nars palette. This is the Exposed Cheek palette. And this I have taken with me on several of my trips this year. If I can open it. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So this is what it looks like inside. As you can see, it has more of like the pinky, mauve, peach, cheek blushes, but then it also has this guy over here, which is actually a super blinding highlight. And this kind of mauve plum shade right here has nice brown undertones in it that you can kind of use it as like a blush or bronzer. So I have been using this for a lot of my travel just because if I'm gone for a few days and I want to have different blush options to pair with different eye looks, this was really good. I did always take my Becca bronzer with me, but this could definitely be kind of a substitute for it for me. But definitely a beautiful palette. I still love this one, and I did get that early in 2019, so it got some good use out of it so far. All right, moving on to eyeshadow palettes. I kind of dreaded this category because I was thinking, I'm like, what eyeshadow palettes did I buy this year? And I could only think of 2 that I purchased. Now, I received other ones through boxes, gifts, my makeup class that I took. So I received a lot of eyeshadow palettes this year, but I really only purchased 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through some of the eyeshadow palettes that I used the most this year, to give you guys kind of an idea. So they're all really dirty. One of my goals for 2020 is to clean my makeup more. So we haven't started working on that goal yet, so please excuse them. But first, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. This is the original Norvina palette. But it is just beautiful. The pigments are so good. The shimmers, as you can see, are very well loved in this bad boy, but this was one of my go-to travel palettes, and it's actually what I have on my eyes today. But such a good palette. Any of the original Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes make great gifts for anybody. They have obviously all different color stories, but they are so good. Definitely recommend those. Next, so true, Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette. I believe they are going to be discontinuing this palette. I have already purchased another one. It's in my drawer, but it is on sale right now. This is just, it's seen the love. This is just a all matte palette. As you can see, one side has cool tones, one side has warm tones. It has a nice deep black. It has a white that you can really mix those together to lighten or deepen any of the shades in the palette. This is a super good pairing palette. If you are somebody who likes to mix up your eye looks, and say you have like one super crazy shimmer palette or one crazy colors palette, this is really good to pair with that, because then you can mix them and really diversify your look. I love this by itself. I love it with other palettes. It's so good. I cannot say enough good things about the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette. Sticking on the Kat Von D train, the Lolita palette. This is also an all matte palette, but this is more, so any of you who are Kat Von D fans have heard of her lipstick shade Lolita that has really kind of shaped her brand. There's like Lolita 1, Lolita 2, Lolita Remixed, all these different lip colors kind of based off of that original Lolita. So then she made an eyeshadow palette. So this is the original Lolita shade right here. But as you can see, there's more mauve shades. I just love this palette. It's so good. It works really well on me, somebody who's light, fair to light skin tone and has blue eyes. I don't know, it just looks so good. I love this palette. Again, with the quality of shadows from Kat Von D. So moving on, I purchased the Marc Jacobs palette. This is the electric palette, the iconic eyeshadow palettes. These are also really good for travel. So this is the one that I got this year. The one thing I have noticed about this palette though is this pink shade has a lot of glitter fallout. So I recommend using a glitter glue with that guy. But other than that, all of the shadows are absolutely beautiful. And then I just grabbed another one just to show you a completely different one that they have. And that's this one, and this is Editorial. I have, I believe, 4 of these now, but they are just super good for travel. I mean, look at how skinny and slim this guy is. It is awesome. They do occasionally go on sale. I believe this one is still on sale if you wanted to grab one to try out the Marc Jacobs products. But the eyeshadows just blend out super beautifully. They're super pigmented. I love them. I love everything Marc Jacobs, actually, which is unfortunate because it's very expensive. Next, I really tried to use this palette a good amount, and that is the Morphe X the Jaclyn Hill palette. I have had this, I believe, since 2018, since it was initially released. As you can see, there are a lot of colors in this palette, so I have used this a lot, and I feel like I hardly have put a dent into it, and I think I've even used every single color already. So good palette. I know Jaclyn Hill has been like totally under the fire this year for her launches, but this is with Morphe, and Morphe is quite well known and people love it. It's affordable, and that's just a good palette. There's no denying it, okay? There's no denying it. It's just a good palette. All right, moving on to the rest of the eyes. I don't have that many new products for this year, so I will just zoom through it. For brows, same. NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This has been a winning combination for me for years. It's so good, so good. They have other colors, even in the brow gel. If you would like different colors in them, definitely recommend trying both of those. The Clear Brow Gel was just on sale at Ulta. I don't know if it still is, but definitely worth checking out. Moving on to liner. Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black. The best felt tip liner there is. So easy to apply. Love this. You can get a thin line or you can push a little bit harder and get a thick line. It's so nice. For mascara, my lower lash mascara, MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. So good for your lower lashes. Also good for your upper lashes. I just like to use more like lengthening mascaras for my upper lashes, whereas this one's really good for separating and getting precise application on those teeny tiny lower lashes. Okay, so for upper lashes, I have 3 mascaras. I believe they all came out this year. If not, it was the end of 2018. Regardless, I have loved them all this year. So first is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. Comes in a nice gold tube. If you get the travel size, it is a black tube. But this is just such a good mascara. It separates your lashes, it coats them evenly, it has a nice small brush so you can get in there nice and easily, and it's just so good. It's expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. They're all on the pricey side, so I'll go with the next most expensive one. Actually, this is probably the most expensive, but this is the Givenchy Volume Disturbia Mascara. I got this from Influencer, so I got this for free to try. I probably won't repurchase it just because it's expensive, but it's so good. This is totally different from what I normally go for in a mascara though. It has a very scented, sort of like a more mature woman with like a rosy, like powdery rosy scent. It's very perfumed. Anyway, it has one of those silicone brushes and it's big. Look at how big that brush is. That's way bigger than what I normally am drawn to for mascaras, but it works so well. It separates your lashes so well. It coats them nice and evenly. It gives you length. It's just good. Just good. All right. And then our cheapest mascara is the Nars Climax Mascara. So this is just the travel size. Also, all the packaging for mascara this year killed it. Love it. Okay, so this is what this one looks like. Again, a large brush. I was totally surprised by it. But you can see it has one of those brushes that is going to coat all of your lashes. Like that I knew I was going to like, but I was concerned about the larger brush head on it. But after a couple uses, I got it down. I'm totally used to it now. And it's super easy to work with. One more eyeliner. This is the Flower Beauty That's So Cool Kohl eyeliner, just in black. This is my favorite eyeliner to put on my lower lash waterline. It's just gentle. It doesn't burn my eyes. It just glides on so easily. It's just so easy to use. I'm really sad because it's really hard to get your hands on it now, which makes me think that they are going to be discontinuing it. But if you see it, get it. It's good. All right, just a couple more things for eyes. My favorite lash glue is still House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. I like the white iridescent one. It dries clear, but they do have a black one if you want that instead. And then I'm not wearing lashes today, but I just wanted to mention a couple of launches this year that I am so thrilled with. They're both drugstore lashes. So first, Kiss came out with the True Volume line. This is in the style Chic, just nice and natural looking. And then this is in the style Ritzy. So Ritzy is more of like a wispy style, kind of more of your nighttime lashes, and then Chic is definitely more of your daytime lashes. What I like about this launch is that they did this lash, but it has variety in the line. It's not just like daytime lashes or nighttime lashes or clustered lashes, you know, it's got variety in it, which is suitable for everyone. They're super easy to apply, nice thin lash line, perfect, beautiful lashes. The other style of lashes that I wanted to talk about is the Ardell Natural line. I have two of my favorite styles, 172 and 174. As you can see, they are both kind of more your daytime natural, hence the name, lashes, and they are just beautiful. They just blend it into my lashes and give my lashes just so much more. You know, like they look like they're your lashes, but better. Again, that's just like the theme for this year. Like it's you, but better. So definitely love those as well. And they're both drugstore. Like you can get any of those lashes for under $5. And you can use them a few times and they'll still look just as good. So you definitely get your money's worth out of them. I definitely recommend them. There are a lot of high-end lashes that if you're someone who likes volume lashes, I would recommend maybe looking at the higher end lashes. But if you just want like your lashes but a little bit better, or like you're just getting them for a wedding or a party, definitely go to the drugstore. You do not need to spend $30 on a pair of lashes when you could spend $3 and get basically the same results. So definitely drugstore all the way. All right, let's move on to lips. So for lip liner, I have to talk about these. These are so good, and that is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. So these I purchased as lip liners. However, they can be used all over the face. So you can mark up and blend them out and use them as a blush. You can use them on your eyes. You can use them on your lips. I don't know where else you would want to use them. Maybe eyebrow pencil. These are a little light for that, but they do have darker shades. So I actually own two of them. One is Wherever Walnut and the other one's Anywhere Caffeine. And I am obsessed with these. I don't know why I waited so long to get these. These will not be the only two that I owned. I actually got gift cards for Christmas, so I will definitely be purchasing another color, at least probably two, though. They're so good, so good. Blend out easily. You can just sharpen them with a regular pencil sharpener. It's not like the plastic tube or it's super difficult to work with. Yeah, just it's a regular pencil, so it's super easy to use, glides on all over. I actually have Wherever Walnut all over my lips right now, and then I went over top of with this next shade. This is the L'Oreal Paris Coconut Plump. Oh, Coconut Plump is the shade. This is Color Riche Plump and Shine in Coconut Plump. This is like a gloss lipstick. It's so shiny. It's a beautiful nude shade. They had several other beautiful colors. Somebody talked about this recently, so I went and got it, and I'm so glad I did. It's so nice. Love it. So it skips the step of having to add a gloss on top, and you can deepen it up with putting a pencil all underneath, and then as it wears away, you still have the pencil there, and you can just go ahead and go in, plop this on top. So good. Love it. The other combination that I've been loving is taking one of these two and then going in with MAC Blankety. This one has seen better days because it broke and then melted, but we're still hanging on. But this is just a beautiful nude pink shade. Oh, actually, this I will swatch for you because it looks gross in the tube. And then I'll swap the coconut plump next to it. Okay, so the deeper one is Blankety and the top one is coconut plump. So you can see they both have that nice sheen to it. Give you just nice, healthy, plump looking lips. So good. You can use a liquid lipstick and then pop this just in the center if you want more of that plumping look. You can put it all over for that nice healthy glow, whatever you would like. If you're going to put it in the center of liquid lipstick, I recommend the Fenty Stunna Lip Paints. These, again, my favorite liquid lipstick formula. I wish that she would expand her range more. We got like a teeny tiny little glimpse of more colors. This year I bought like the teeny tiny one that's like a dark purplish brown. Very pretty, but it's like a mini. And I want more like wearable shades, more shades I'm going to wear. This is in Uncuffed. That's that beautiful mauve. And then, of course, Uncensored is that red that I always talk about. If you want a good red lipstick that's not going to budge, that has a blue undertone, that's going to look good on everybody and make your teeth look nice and white, this one. Uncensored Stunna Lip Paint by Fenty Beauty. So good. That's all I have for lips. I'm actually really surprised. But I was able to narrow it down to those. So moving on to setting sprays. The two setting sprays that I use are the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. This is what I use to set my face makeup to give a little bit of glow and dew back into all of my face. And then I use the Urban Decay All Nighter to lock everything down and make sure it does not move all day. All day. It really makes a difference. If you don't use setting spray, like, consider getting one because you're gonna be amazed with how much longer your makeup lasts. It's crazy. Okay, so that is it for makeup. So now I want to move on to skincare products. So a few of you have asked for skincare routine videos. I'm still in the process of finding really good products that I want to recommend to you guys. So as soon as I kind of find that perfect routine for myself, I will definitely film that. But I do want to share a couple of the products that I have discovered during that journey with you guys that I have really enjoyed. If not the whole year, the past few months at least. So the first one is by Hendrickson, and that is the Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. So this is just a liquid toner. After I cleanse my skin, I put it onto a cotton round and just put it all over my face. My dark spots have lightened up a lot, And I think that this, in conjunction with my other lightening products, is really helping it. So this is almost gone and I will definitely be buying. Next, I want to move on to an oil that I discovered. I have tried out other facial oils in the past and it either felt too sticky, too thick, didn't sink in very well, clogged my pores. So I discovered this one. This is by the Inky List and this is their Squalene. Comes in this cute little container here. First off, this is affordable. Yes. And this is just a nice thin oil, but it's super hydrating. A little bit goes a long ways. And I actually really like this. I don't know if I will use it all year round, but for these winter months, it's definitely putting hydration back into my face. And I recommend that for anybody who is looking for a good facial. The next product that I want to mention is the Origins Super Spot Remover. This is an acne treatment gel. It's super tiny. It's so cute. So this is what it looks like. You can get it at Ulta, and this is just good for if you have a breakout come through. You just do your normal nighttime routine and then you just put a dab of this wherever your zit is, and by the next morning it will either have come to the surface or it will have dried it up a little bit. It just kind of depends on the progression of the zit itself, depending on where it's at. This has helped reduce my breakouts by several days. You know, I will usually have one for like 3-4 days tops, unless it's like a really bad one. But this has immensely helped, and it's such a teeny tiny little bottle, and I have only used about half of it, and I feel like I used it a lot this year. It's a stressful year, but it just works so well. Okay, excuse me, sir. Hi, how about you just come sit in my lap? Just shh. There. Okay, so the next thing that I want to mention is a couple of daytime products that I have started using every single day. Can you see that? Every single day. And that is the Supergoop Sunscreen Daily Moisturizer SPF 40 PA+++. So this is a moisturizing sunscreen. It comes in this super cute little tub, and it's just white. It smells awful, but it's sunscreen, so whatever. But I have really started taking sunscreen very seriously. I have put all this work into investing time, research, money into my skincare routine, and with dark spots, melasma being one of my biggest concerns, having something like a sunscreen in my routine is going to help basically be insurance for all of that skincare, as well as my skin. So I have been using this for a while. I had tried other sunscreens, but this is definitely my favorite. It blends in nicely. It does have a little bit of a tackiness that you could use it as a makeup primer. If you applied that all over and then went in with your makeup, I think that it would help kind of glue it down a little bit. Usually what I do is I get out of the shower, do my skincare routine, wait a little bit, probably do my hair, and then I do my makeup. And if you let it dry down, that tackiness goes away. So that's, if you're somebody who doesn't wear makeup, you can definitely still wear this just as a sunscreen, and it will do everything that you need it to do. And then pairing with that, I've really been loving the Hendrickson Banana Bright Eye Cream. I was unsure about this at first, but now that I have used it every single day, I love it. It just gives a nice brightening effect under my eyes. And I do feel like it helps my makeup set on top of it nicer, whereas if I didn't use an eye cream, I would not get the same results. And this one's pretty affordable. Hendrickson is quite affordable for what you get. So I definitely recommend the Banana Bright Eye Cream if you are somebody who's looking for a brightener but also an eye cream, or either one. This one, go for it. Okay, something I'm super excited to share with you guys that I've mentioned in a couple of my videos is the Grand Lash MD Eyelash Growth Serum. I have been using this for a couple of months, and I need to get close to show you guys my eyelashes. These are my eyelashes, and you could see them. They're so long. This is just my eyelashes with a little bit of mascara. They have grown so much since I started using this. I have been using this religiously every single night, and it has made an extreme difference. So happy with the results. I think when I'm done with that one, I'm going to try Latisse. But if that doesn't work for me, I'm definitely going back to that because I'm loving this lash life. Like, I want to do an updated no makeup tutorial for you guys because now my lashes just look so good. I can't get over it. So good. So I'm very excited about that. All right, moving on. Still in the beauty category, I want to mention this shade of nail polish. This is the OPI Infinite Shine 2 nail polish in the shade Tickle My Fancy. This is just a beautiful neutral mauve, neutral pink shade that is so good. I used this so much this year and got so many compliments. I was in a wedding, so I had a lot of like wedding type of activities to do. We went to a few weddings this year, so that was just my go-to nail polish for them. Because you can wear it with, if you're wearing black, if you're wearing brown, if you're wearing gray, if you're wearing this multicolored floral dress, it goes with anything and everything. It's so good. It complements anybody's skin tone. Love it. So that's Tickle My Fancy by OPI. And you can get it in the regular. You don't have to get it in the Infinite Shine if you... It's a couple dollars more, I know, but you can get it in the regular formula. Another thing from the beauty category that I wanted to mention is the Bon Bon perfume by Viktor and Rolf. It just smells so good. I have noticed that I can't find my Burberry For Her Brit as often. So I knew that I needed to start finding another perfume that I really enjoy, and this is it. It smells very similar, but it's so good. And the bottle is just so cute. It's a little bow. And so I just got the smaller size, but I'll definitely be investing in the larger bottle. Just a couple more things. The next thing I want to mention is my hair extensions. So some of you may be like, wow, your hair's been real long in the last couple of videos. That's because I have clip-in hair extensions in. And these are from Bellamy Hair. I believe they are 20 inches, but this is how long they are. And you guys can kind of see like my natural hair only goes to here. And then these go down obviously like 5 inches or so. But everybody's like, wait, was your hair that long the last? Like, it's not my hair. or they're like, oh, your hair looks so good. I'm like, it's not my hair, but thanks. So I've definitely gotten to the point where they are matched quite well with my hair color. So I've been wearing them more often. It's just kind of fun to have clip-ins to, you know, just change up your look every once in a while. These are human hair, so you can curl them, you can straighten them, blow dry them, whatever you want to do, and just blend them in with your hair. So I have been loving these. And then one thing that's not beauty related, that if you guys watch my Bath and Body Works candle video, Fall Farmhouse candle has been my favorite candle of the year, favorite candle discovery of the year. It smells so good. Like when you think of fall, this is fall in a candle. It's so good, and the packaging is just so pretty. I love it. So definitely love that. The next thing, I have to take my camera off to show you guys. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys is this guy, and that is that beautiful lit Impressions vanity mirror. So I'll go ahead and turn it on. Oops. So that's what it looks like on. It has a nice dimmer switch. It also has the Bluetooth display with speakers, so you can play music while you get ready. This was a Christmas gift. I've wanted these for several years. So I finally got one, and I love it. You guys can definitely get away with a different brand, but I knew that Impressions Vanity was a very good brand, so I figured I would ask for it and see if I got it, and I did. So I am loving that this year, even though I just got it like a week ago. But that's all I had for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my yearly roundup of some of my favorite products throughout the year. I know there wasn't too many new products this year. Keep in mind that I didn't work for a few months. I moved across country and had 2 surgeries. So this year was a little expensive. So I didn't get to spend as much money on my hobby as I wanted to. But I am hoping that this year I can try out some more products for you guys and do some more reviews. I really enjoy watching those, so I hope you guys do. Let me know if you don't in the comment section below, so I know to not do too many of those. And I also just want to thank you guys for watching me and supporting me this year. I started my channel a year ago, and my goal was to post a video every single week, and I am happy to report that I was able to do that. I posted a video every single Sunday except for one, and that's because I had technical difficulties, but I was able to get the video up on Monday. So I was able to post a video every single week. And then I also started my Tester Tuesday series in the fall that was just kind of like a bonus video. Usually every month is kind of what I had it narrowed down to, so I was able to get some more videos out for you guys. So I just want to thank you all for being my subscribers. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.